Welcome, streamers and viewers and party doers. It is I, the mighty Haysoos. We are here. I believe we are at the brunt end before Heaven's Word. I forget what that section is called before, after a Realm Reborn, before Heaven's Word. I forget what it's called. Yes. Let me see, actually. The seventh astral era. The seventh astral era. That is what it's called. We're almost done the seventh astral area. Yes. Oh. All right. The seventh astral era. Haha, I can fly. I can just literally skip all the walking. Hey, this would have sucked without flying. It's literally this, like, tree here. Oh. Hello, random tree. It's this tree here in the fog fens that is very crystal-like. Fascinating. Life is so short, people. Oh, hey, Vahatty, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. You arrived at the perfect time. It's a funeral.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser.
Yes, it has been a while.
And you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves
The
up
best
and
kind
get on
of
with it.
event? Oh no.
And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
My foot's clipping through the ground.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Haysoos is so powerful that the game's physics can't handle his power. That's pretty accurate. That's lore accurate. So, is this a bot account? I can't tell. Hello, do you stream online regularly? Yes. Who follows this account? A bunch of people, apparently. They're like GFX artists. They're like DM me on Twitter. Like, where are they coming from? Enough of that. It's distracting. Speak with Minfilia at the Rising Stones. I will drive there. If you're watching this, Hattie, you're probably surprised, but I can fly. Oh. Just, chilling in my car. That car reminds me of the Anakin. Oh, it reminds me of the things Anakin and Obi-Wan drove. We got a host. Ah, Wind Mask. Thank you for the host. The car reminds me of the things Anakin and Obi-Wan drove in Star Wars Episode 2. Well, actually, the car is the regalia from Final Fantasy 15. "'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken lives, the lives of so many. Louis Soir, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Yes, the unknown people from the Waking Sands. You didn't even mention the sylph's name. Sad. You forgot their names. I hardly remind you of this, of course. 'Tis our own benefit that repeat these words, a reaffirming my pronunciation, a reaffirmation of mine. If we do not rebuild the foundations of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Haysoos. There is no other to whom I could display such weaknesses. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Okay. I will be by your side, madam. A victory won, a comrade lost, to honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. I have to speak with Ida. Ida. Once we get to 50 followers, I can start commissioning people for emotes. Wouldn't that be awesome? Hey, it's Haysoos. Great. Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this, which is why I decided to cheer myself up getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowenia a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowenia a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, isn't one of them. What? Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you. Hand over the flower payment to Rowenia. Where is this? Oh, it is in, yeah. Revenant's Toll. It's in Revenant's Toll. I was gonna say Doma. Oh. It's Mordor. It's Mordor. Food. Dude, I was running errands for the Scions all the time. This isn't any different. I am literally just a errand boy. But it's okay, I got a sick ride. I just realized I actually have to go back to the thing. I'm so glad they added flying in this area. I'm going to repeat that again because, oh man, walking all the way. This saves so much time. Moon Daisy. Moon.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Oh shoot, the dragons.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Run! Wait, I thought I was gonna... Okay, I'll just return. Speak with his interest. I was just here. Why didn't you guys? Have you finished doing those errands? No. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such a short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly, you've come with news of the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago. The battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amaric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave, should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then. We do, though it pricks our pride. It is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the horde. Sir Aramic would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Corthus at once. I must warn you, however, the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment is quelling the unrest of Ul'dah, and Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I would gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send the envoys to each of the allied nations, and have them present your request directly to the head of the grand companies. In the event your plea does not receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured, I speak with Sir Amaric. I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. Authority in the matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to the final request. I personally appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord's Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. You faced Midgard-Solmer and survived. Anything you can share your experience may yield us an advantage over the foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of a hero well. 'Twould seem the roads leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out there, Haysoos. Speak me out there. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, why is there one guy who's
The sons
not
must
dead?
answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Why is that guy?
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone.
Yeah, why is that guy the only
Come,
one that
claim
is wearing the
your
same?
retribution.
Huh? Is he a traitor? I'm so lost. I don't remember that. Yeah, dragon head. But first, I must finish this quest. Because I can. Car. Fly. Car fly. Away. I'll take the money, please. Thank you for finishing this quest. Oh, I cannot use while casting. Question the Knights of Judgment. Question the Knights of Judgment. I mean, question the Gates of Judgment. You mean, question the Knights at the Great Gate of Judgment. Question the Gate of Judgment. Bothered Bowman. Ulfanod. We should have. Why didn't we just stay at the camp? Yeah. It's Honshifong. Sir Honshifong. I like that guy's hat. Crumpy Steffson. Oh, Emmerich. A. Thank you for coming with such haste, and I apologize for my absence. Suffice to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it's more important than ever that this meeting takes place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend, a stalwart ally, Histinian. Huh? You got that spurs that jingle, jingle. You got spurs that jingle, jingle. May I present you to Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? Ah, an impressive title, though I confess, I know precious little of the Order of the Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of the dragons, and may thus contend with the Dravanians. You flatter me much over much. What? So, you're the adventurer whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design. As confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault of the gates, 'twould seem Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal. The reclamation of Nighog's stolen eye. Nighog, one of the 7 great worms. Americ, Estinian, Pog. Yeah! Aye, many are scars our walls bear than from Nighog's relentless efforts. Ugh, the trophy, breath plucked from bested worm's skull, known as simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nighog, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. Oh, I'm getting some voices in my head. My vengeful son has waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The Eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to scourge the heretics, the dragon are another matter. There are individuals with the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength, though the endless march of years, the dragons endure. Patience calculating, you must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And this is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours have passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that, we cannot be certain, though we know the heretics covered the eye. We've been unable to determine their path, their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must need address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? So we can kick butt. I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike the arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, you only stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Korthis would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of the beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is. For you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korthis. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well, we will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. What? Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the eye itself of no relevance to its tale. it is not essential that I bear it with me wherever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared. Was Nidhogg I? He means to hurl his horde against the Daphine's collar and shatter the remaining ward that protects the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. 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 What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sword. Strike. Wow. I am here, my lady. Oh wait, someone else is here.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you...
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
I wish there was a way so I could have the voiced cutscenes move automatically, and then the ones that aren't voiced, so I could just click it. All my homies hate potatoes. Just standing blankly. Just standing, staring blankly.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
We shall go to war.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
I will walk to the ends of the earth, and even to the moon.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions, and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Space boots. What are those two whispering about? Big sus. You go get him, real. Show him who's boss. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge the Grand Company soldiers to Ishgar's cause, our comrades will be handed the intermediaries the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Elfno. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may have for the coming siege. Yes, the coming siege. Pray briefs, Laughborn, on the brewing conflict. Eight. Ball. Itataru. There she goes. Tataru.